All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. We are here with another casual Whiskey Wednesday. Damn it. Wait. Oh my God. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Tuesday, isn't it? Tipsy Tuesday, if you will. Shauner's here in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Wasted Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Oh my God. I'm so lost. It is Wednesday. Oh my God. I like Whiskey Wednesday better than Wasted Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow's Thirsty Thursday. I literally just typed, we're announcing the giveaway. Yes, our giveaway is still active. We had a little bit of a delay, which is why all of the information says October 5th. It's now October 12th, which is tomorrow, which is Thursday, because today is Wednesday. Everybody knows that. Giveaway tomorrow. We are announcing the winner of this 13400F and RTX 3070 gaming PC tomorrow. And right after we announce the winner, you had me convinced it was Tuesday. I convinced myself it was Tuesday, honestly. I thought I was right. Right after we announce the giveaway, we're going to build the next PC that we're going to be giving away. So I'll give you a little spoiler here. The next gaming PC that we give away, starting tomorrow, Kill for Destiny with 100 biddies. That'll get you in the Fitty Bitty committee. That's fine. Thank you. Much appreciated. No message, though. That's all right. The next giveaway is going to be a Ryzen 5 7600X and Bird says AMD question mark. How did you know we were going AMD on this one?
Wow.
Yeah, how did you know that? 7600X and an RX 6800 non-XT. Flirting with mid-range to high-end build. I have an extra 6800. The aesthetics are completely based around this specific 6800 that we have, and it's gonna look really nice. So I'm looking forward to it. Fire Medic's also looking forward to it because he's joining us in the Fitty Bitty committee. Thank you very much, Fire Medic. Oh, also Fire Medic resubbing with the Twitch Prime sub says Water Wednesday for me. I'm on Coffee Wednesday, honestly. Black coffee, black decaf coffee Wednesday, if that's allowed. Did you get beer? I might be sipping though. We're talking about what to drink tonight, and depending on what the beer looks like. My wife just walked in. What did you bring? Lolly. What is this? Have we had that? A double IPA?
Yeah, that's a little much.
This is what she comes home with.
And I get that because I know that
Oh, that looks good. Oh, New Trail. So we just had a birthday party for Antonio, and for the adults, I just bought a variety pack of New Trail Brewery, and this is one that we haven't had before. Tent Zipper. I'll take a glass, por favor. And we'll just chug this coffee. The beer looks really good. How about tea instead? Nah. It's Wasted Wednesday. Hi, Zach. Will our points go into the next giveaway? Says Sleep Sensation with the $2 super chat. No. We're going to reset these every time we do a new giveaway. It wouldn't be fair, you know, because like 12 giveaways from now, if we keep going, then like new people will have zero chance of winning. So no, we're going to reset it. I'm not going to reset the points until the winner confirms that we're 100% good to go. Because if I reset them right away and then the winner gets announced, but they don't respond in 2 days or whatever we set it at, then we're kind of screwed. So we'll reset it as soon as the winner confirms. Hopefully the winner is in the live stream tomorrow, and then we can reset them like while we're live and just keep on pressing. But if they're not, then unfortunately we're gonna have to wait. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Fire Medic, thank you very much for that. Sleep Sensation again. Danny MC2 with the €2 super chat says, yo. Thank you for the support. Okay, what are we looking at here with the Tent Zipper? Hazy IPA, 6.5%. This is what the can looks like, by the way. It's trying to focus on me. There we go. Tent zipper. I mean, that's a pretty cool looking can. A little cold for tent camping right now. But yeah, it looks really good. Are you gonna have one?
Yeah.
Thank you. I guess I'll chug this coffee real quick. Did he sell the green PC? I did. Well, I haven't physically sold it. I'm meeting up tomorrow morning to sell it. The guy actually already Venmo'd me because he confirmed that he wanted it this morning, and he said, unfortunately, I can't meet today. I can do tomorrow. And I said, that's fine, but I can't hold it for you. You know, if somebody like goes through the process and wants to buy it today, that's fine. So he's like, what if I send you the Venmo today and then we meet up tomorrow? And I'm like, works for me. So yeah, it is sold. And I got $550 for it. I got $550. Probably could have held out for $600. But at this point, you know, like timeline wise in my head, I really wanted the PC to sell. That way we can just move on to the next episode of Flippin' Friday. So spoiler alert for that episode. Yeah, it's sold for $550. Going to drop it off tomorrow. We are going to film the drop off process over in my friendly neighborhood Rite Aid, aka my turf where I sell PCs. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that one done. And then honestly, we might build the next Flippin' Friday on like a Saturday live stream. Somewhere maybe like that. I'm not sure exactly when, but maybe Saturday, because the build I already have all the parts for the next 2 episodes of Flippin' Friday. We're good to go. So yeah, I mean, we'll probably just roll right into it and hopefully sell the next one quick as well. Casey Walls with the $2 super chat says, Zach eyeing an i9 11908 on AliExpress? No, I'm not eyeing that. Do I need to be eyeing an 11900H on Ali? No? Should I be? Akira, but the tier 1 resub come back for 36 months. Oh my god. 3 years, Akira. Says nice. That's what's up. Thank you very much. 3 years of support in the live stream. That is crazy. Sleep Sensation with another $2 super chat says, why did you wait so long to stream again? What are you talking about? Like in between the last live streams? Honestly, I've been just busy. We streamed on Saturday, right? I think I'm going to continue to take off on Sundays just because like Sunday Night Football, like, you know, I feel like this football season is kind of slipping away from me. Like I've been watching the Steelers games, but like not much other football. Like, I mean, when you have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old running around, like watching football is very tough. So Sundays, I've been kind of just like trying to like work on the laptop or hang out on the computer and watch Sunday Night Football. Monday and Tuesday, I didn't stream because I was doing a sponsored vertical video, which just went live today, actually. It was the video. How many people saw it? Type a 1 in the chat. I know you saw it. Thank you. Type a 1 in the chat if you saw the vertical that went live today on TikTok and YouTube Short about me swapping out this AIO that you're looking at here. This is the brand new NZXT RGB 360 AIO, the non-elite version. You can now put custom GIFs on there. I just have my temperature readings. You can't really see it, but the top is the GPU temperature. The bottom is the CPU temperature. That's a lot of ones. Let's go. Thank you. Wow. Yes, sir. What's Casey upset about? Casey said, seriously, F this channel. I want my money back. What happened? Loved it. Short, compact video. Glad to hear it. I've been really, really enjoying the, like, not vlogs, but like less informational, like me just upgrading a PC or like me just doing something PC related. I've been kind of liking that. He needs a beer? Yeah, I would say so. F this channel. Why would you say F this channel, man? This channel feeds my family. That's kind of messed up. You neglected my super chat, dude. I thought I read it. What are you talking about? I did read it. He's the AliExpress super chat. What are you talking about? We had a full conversation about it. Now you need to be called out, my friend. I spent like 2 whole minutes responding to your super chat. All right. Let's go ahead and time him out. Okay. That's ridiculous. Thank you again for the $2 super chat. I will not respond to your super chat again and pretend I didn't. That's ridiculous. Just hit the rewind button. He does need a beer for sure.
Yikes.
Yeah, big time yikes. That's embarrassing. 2 whole minutes? $1 per minute. We'll do that from now on. $1 per minute super chat rule. Don't abuse it. You can't rewind on Twitch? Well, we're talking about super chat, so he's on YouTube. You got a decent, cheap server build? Somebody beer him? Yeah, YouTube chat, it's not, you know, I would say over the last like month or so, YouTube chat has been like really turning itself around.
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
Yeah, thanks to Casey, you know, I think we got to knock it down a couple points. Hey, I've been asking this. What's the specs on that PC? Which PC? This PC? This is a 12700K and a 3080. The PC that we are giving away is a 13400F and a 3070. $3070 is good, but that price? Yeah, but you know where the price of a 3070 is finally starting to make sense? On the used market. The prices of 3060s and 3070s are actually starting to look pretty attractive lately. You know, we're getting to that point where it's like you can't just completely disregard these NVIDIA GPUs because of price performance, because people are starting to sell them. You know, 3060, my theory is 3060 was one of the most sought after GPUs during the GPU shortage. You couldn't get any GPUs and they were all like double the price. But a 3060 was like the only RTX card that was like somewhat related to being affordable. Barely affordable, but it was affordable. And I think over time, like a lot of people just got them. And now we're at the point where like 4000 series is out. NVIDIA's been dropping prices on 4000 series. You know, I think people are actually starting to sell their 3060s and upgrade to 4070s, 4070 Ti's or whatever. And we're starting to see some good prices on it. I was just watching a YouTube video today, or the other day. A guy got a used 3060 for $275, I think it was. Yeah. Should I get a GTX 1070 for $50? I mean, that is a good price for a GTX 1070, yes. The question is, do you want a $50 GPU? You know, like if you're in the market for only spending $50 on a GPU, it'll probably be pretty tough to beat that, honestly. So yeah, I think you'll be fine. But it's just, if I can convince you to spend $100 on a GPU, then I would do that. Rob with the $2 Canadian super chat says, will the Ryzen 5 7600 work with an RX 6800 XT? Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good combo. Sandwich Bob over on Twitch with the tier 1 resub. Come back for 2 months now, says W. Thank you. That's second month, man. I'm telling you, that is the most important month. You did the free trial. Maybe you got the giveaway. Maybe you, what's it called? You were gifted a sub. Maybe you used your Twitch Prime sub, testing it out. Maybe you took advantage of September, paid $2 for the sub, whatever. Come back for the second month. That's what I like to see, man. Thank you. Laura QVK. I don't know how many more months I'm going to have to say that, but they're back for 3 months in a row now and says exclamation points. Thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. Now rocking the silver ZTT badge. Dixel wants a shout out. Says, hey, Zach, what's your PC specs? 12700K, 32 gigs of DDR5, RTX 3080. Is that your daily driver? Honestly, I use this PC, if you can call it that, way more than this PC. This is my true daily driver. I am on this every single day. This is where I get all of the ZTT work done. If I do video editing, whatever, I have a dock here that I can plug into. That way hooks up to my whole setup here,
Wow.
keyboard, mouse, monitors, same thing at the office. That way, whenever I'm working at the office, I can just pick it up, bring it home, continue where I left off. Spent a lot of money on this, but it was worth every penny. I'm really happy with that. I've been daily driving that since like January or so. And then this one is just for streaming and gaming, which I do way less of that. What are the specs of the laptop? It's the M2. It's the newest M2 Pro chip. And it has like 16 gigs of RAM in it and a 1 terabyte SSD. That M2 silicon is just wild. I mean, it edits videos easily double faster than this 12700K. I mean, it is wild. That Apple silicon, for like video editing or anything CPU intensive, is just absolutely crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. This beer's pretty good. What do you think of it? Yeah. Any tips for starting to flip from little to no money? Don't try to flip a build that's not on paper a good flip. Like, if you only have $200 to spend, I wouldn't recommend trying to flip with $200. My recommendation would be figure out a different way to get more money so you can do a higher chance of a successful flip. Get up to $300 or $400. I have no idea where you're at, but this is just a guess. Make sure you have enough money to successfully do an easy flip. You know, the more budget it gets, the more challenging it gets. Like, easy flips are pairing an Intel i5 or a Ryzen 5 with an NVIDIA GPU. You know, like that's kind of the meta. Make the aesthetics dialed in. So make sure you have enough money for that. Cable extensions, you know, think about all the color scheme and whatnot. And just do whatever it takes to make it on paper a very successful flip. And don't do it too early if you're tight on cash, because you can make that extra $100 very easily doing something else. Are AMD RX 580's GPUs still decent? They're decent, yes, but they are definitely showing their age. We've done a couple of videos in the last couple of months now benchmarking the 580s, and they're not what they used to be, man. Like, these games are getting very demanding. Like, if you want to play Starfield, I would not buy a 580. It is not, you know, I mean, honestly, I think the 5700 XT is taking the place of what the RX 580 has been for the last, like, 3 or 4 years. You know, the 5700 XT you can buy for 120 to 140. I've purchased probably 5 5700 XTs in the last 4 or 5 months for 120 to 140. It's not difficult. And that gives you RTX 3060 level of performance for that price. So it's like, you have to really convince me to spend less than $120 on a GPU just because the 5700 XT is such a good option. Like, I'm at the point where, like, I don't really recommend you try to find a $100 GPU. Spend the $20 extra and get the 5700 XT. You won't beat it. Unless if you see, like, a crazy one-off deal, of course. What's the best GPU for a Ryzen 9? 7900, whatever you want. As much money as you want to spend. Did anybody take advantage of the... Is it Prime? Is it officially a Prime Day, or is it just like a Prime Sales Day? I don't know what they're calling it. Prime Big Deal Days, they call it. Did anybody take advantage? In the exclamation point Discord server, I know Shauner was posting a ton of ZTT deals. Prime Day 2? Is that what... Yeah, I mean, is that what people are calling it? Fall Prime? Wow, everyone has a different name for it. Did anybody actually take advantage? I haven't bought anything from Prime yet. I don't think I will, honestly. No, I did not. Prime deals. Uncle Salt with the Twitch resub. Come back for 3 months again. Now rocking the silver ZTT badge. Thank you very much, Uncle Salt. Let's go. It says howdy. Welcome back. I got an M.2. Nice. Which one? Yeah, I saw there was a lot of SSD deals. Here, let's pull it up real quick. There were a lot of good ZTT deals today. I didn't post anything. I honestly didn't know like how good of a deals thing this would have been. So like I really wasn't prepared for it. Here's what we're looking at. So this is the last one. 2 RAM deals and 4 RAM deals. Are these all DDR5? Time Tech Pinnacle. Oh no, these are DDR4. And then these are DDR5. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, this is are we applauding Shauner right now? Another SSD deal with the Acer Predator. $50 for the 1 terabyte model. High-end Gen 4 NVMe drive. Oh, those are good speeds. Nice. That's a pretty good deal. He also posted an Antec NX200M. I love that. I love that case. Don't know how much it costs though. Oh, I was looking at this. How many people know about this Darmo Shark M3 wireless? I was looking it up, and apparently this is a highly regarded budget gaming mouse. That was down to $36, which was a pretty big sale. I never heard of this before that, but once I started researching it, I was like, oh wow, this is actually pretty well known in the community. Did anybody know about that? Didn't find anything I needed, says Mecca. I'd buy that, says Funky Monkey. These are the deals before the deals in Black Friday. That's kind of what I was thinking. It's a famous mouse, yeah. Yeah, I never heard of it. And as soon as I started researching, I was like, oh, wow. I bought half of my computer today. Very nice. All right, what else do we have? He also posted a RX 6700 XT, the Power Color Fighter Edition, and also an RTX 3060 at $255. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, when I said $275, I meant $175 for that used deal a while ago. Yeah, it was $175, not $275. Lexar NM790, $45 for a Gen 4 drive. Oh wow, that's a really good deal. And then MP34, 4 terabyte for $150. Nice. Got some Corsair cases, and the RMX power supply was on sale. I think that was it for Prime Day. Yeah, I mean, these are all on our exclamation point Discord server, by the way. If you go to ZTT Deals, what you need to do is go to the guidelines channel, and then at the very bottom of the guidelines channel, you can click this button here, which gives you the deal alerts role, and that'll give you an alert every time we post a ZTT deal. And we don't spam you. We send out actual legitimate PC hardware deals, usually 1 per day. Times like this, we're posting out multiple per day. But that is the way to do that if you want to be part of the 6,500 people who have already done that. Yeah, we got a lot of people that do that. But yeah, I didn't buy anything. I just bought a 3060 12 gig new on Newegg for $254. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, that's pretty good value. Especially like if you specifically want NVIDIA for whatever reason. I mean, that's a good price. That's pretty solid. See a lot of new people coming in here real quick. Today is the last day for the RTX 3070 gaming PC. Don't look at this date. This date, we just postponed it by a week. We're announcing the giveaway winner tomorrow. In order to win, you need giveaway tickets. Okay? To get giveaway tickets, you have to earn points. And to earn points, you just have to watch the stream. You get a couple extra bonus points for super chats, subs, resubs, gifted subs, all that. You get a few extra bonus points. But the bread and butter is you just tune in to live streams, both on Twitch and YouTube. You can have both open if you want. And you just rack up the points. Every giveaway ticket is 100 points. So whenever you have 100 points, just type in exclamation point raffle space 1. That'll buy you 1 ticket. The more tickets you have, the higher chances are of winning. We're announcing the giveaway tomorrow. So I'll make it very clear before we actually do the raffle giveaway during the live stream. But it's very important that you use all of your points to buy tickets. If you have any points that you didn't buy a ticket with, then that's a complete waste, because we are going to completely wipe all of the points whenever the winner is announced, or whenever the winner is confirmed, because we are going to do the next giveaway. During this live stream where we're giving away this PC, we are also going to be building the next giveaway PC. So we got to wipe the points for that one. PC Addict joining us in the Fitty committee says, I just subbed for 3 months and now I get to join the Fitty committee. That's a double combo right there. Thank you. Let's go. $10 tickets on Twitch and about 6 on YouTube. There you go. Best of luck. Sleep Sensation with another $1 super chat. I'm pretty sure you're not going to get the points for that Sleep Sensation. I don't know if you just happen to randomly be supporting me with 99 cents. I appreciate it either way. But I think to get the points, you actually have to do $1. Because I think you get... How many points is it? For every $1 donated, you get 100 points. So I think you have to actually donate a full $1. I don't know if you did that on purpose. I'm just letting you know. Either way, thank you. I appreciate it. Mark with the Fitty Bitties says, forgot my wallet. Can I come in now? Yes, you are now allowed in the Fitty Bitty committee. Mark told me don't start the stream for 22 minutes because he has a Gamers Nexus video to watch. That is a very Gamers Nexus viewer thing to say, but it's understandable. I actually, he said he was watching Gamers Nexus's A580 video. I actually watched that video from Gamers Nexus the whole way through. And if you watch Gamers Nexus, you know that it's a big deal when you watch the video the whole way through. That means something. Yeah. No, I really wanted to see everything that he said about the A580. I also watched Hardware Unbox's video about the A580 as well. A lot of us have been anxiously waiting this Intel A580. It's finally here. The benchmarks didn't disappoint. They didn't go above and beyond, I would say. But they didn't disappoint. The only thing that's still disappointing about the A580 and just Intel GPUs in general is Intel is still slightly behind on optimizing and releasing these drivers. And that's causing some serious... it's a serious reason to not purchase the GPUs right now. Unfortunately. They're just consistently like a week, a month late on full-on GPU optimizations where AMD and NVIDIA are consistently like ready to go. Like you don't really worry about it. I mean, you worry about it, but not nearly as much. Danny MC with the €5 super chat says, bro's better than Linus. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves, but thank you. I appreciate it. LZJ becoming an exclusive over on YouTube with the YouTube membership. Thank you very much. Let's go. Please link your YouTube account with your Discord account. That way you get access to the exclusive section of our Discord server, which is the true value of being a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, if you didn't know. Sleep Sensation with another $2 super chat says, I'm on mobile on YouTube and it automatically does 99 cents. Is that what it is? I was wondering that. Because almost every super chat that comes in, I do see like spot on like $2.00 super chats. But most of the time I see a 99 cent super chat, $1.99, $2.99, whatever. That's wild that they default to that. Isn't the whole like 99 cent thing like a psychological thing to convince you that you're only spending $1 versus $2? Like, why are they doing that for people that want to support people? Like, you don't see that for charities. Like when you get asked at the cash register, do you want to donate? They don't say, do you want to donate $1.99? They say, do you want to donate $2? So why is YouTube doing that? Could be overthinking it. I just cut my mouth eating a cookie, says Dixel. It was sharp. Best of luck on that. Sorry to hear that, man. What kind of cookie was it? Where's the Discord link? I got you. Just type in !Discord. But I probably did it before you did. So they keep donating? Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Touche. I could see that. I should have made it every 99 cents. Actually, I don't have control over that. Actually, I think I do. Maybe I should do that next time. All right, we need to have a discussion before we start doing some casual dad gaming here. I think I'm going to be playing some Forza. Forza Motorsport just came out yesterday. Super graphically intensive game. Everyone's talking about how good the RTX looks and whatnot. We're not turning on RTX while I'm streaming, though, unfortunately. I think we're going to be testing that out tonight. But before we do that, there's a chance that I make the next giveaway for the giveaway build tomorrow Twitch only. I'm still thinking about doing that. Actually, I'll let Twitch and YouTube chat respond here. Can you let me know what you think of that? Realistically, how big of a deal would it be if you can only gain points from Twitch? Now, it's not just to spite YouTube and the people like Casey that say F the channel. It's not just for those people. There's a legitimate benefit to making it only on Twitch. Our giveaway platform, the way you earn points and whatnot, can be much more streamlined, way more consistent and reliable, and it'll be like very easily laid out for you. You'll have a web UI, a web interface that shows you exactly how many points you have. It'll show you exactly how to earn points, you know, and you'll just be able to click it. And like everything is right there. And you can just buy the tickets right from this user interface. No commands. You don't have to use a single command. It'll be really nice. But that platform does not work on YouTube. Twitch sucks. I'm fine with it. Yeah, why not YouTube only? The reason is because this giveaway platform only works on Twitch. So I'm thinking about doing that. And if you guys don't like it, then the next one we won't do it. But I think that's what we're going to do. Pretty sure Zach made his money back on the PC with all the banger donuts. I mean, we'll see. We haven't run the books yet. We shall see. Danny MC with a €2 super chat. Again, says 4060 Ti for 200 euros, a good deal? Yeah, that's a really good deal. Do you really need me to answer that? Yeah, that's a good deal. What's the cheapest? I don't know euros. I don't even know if I'm saying the right currency, honestly. But for USD here, the cheapest 4060 Ti right now, this 4060 Ti is actually it's coming down, 370, but I mean, that's still going to be a good deal. Yeah, that's a great deal. The only if you're asking that, Danny, if you're asking that because you've seen so much negative reviews about the 4060 Ti, please just remember this. The 4060 Ti, the physical card, if you put it into your gaming PC, it is a really good card. Okay? It's a good graphics card. There's nothing wrong with it. The only reason why people reviewed it negatively is because of the price when it launched. That's why everyone's upset. But if you just have that card in front of you, it's a good card. It's not going to make your computer explode. So don't... I have a feeling that's why you were asking that question, because that should be pretty obvious. Yes, that is a good deal. Hey ZTT, how do you claim the prize if you win it? I mean, we're going to do that tomorrow. So what my plan is Twitch is easy. If somebody on Twitch wins it, then I'll just DM them. We'll probably give them 48 hours to respond. If somebody on YouTube wins it, you can't DM on YouTube. So I'm going to do everything I can to get that person's attention. And I would say it's going to be, I mean, ideally they're just in the live stream. There's probably going to be a lot of people at the live stream. Hopefully the winner is in that live stream, and that'll just make things super easy. But if they're not, I think the best way to do it is I'll make the title of the stream, like once we're done, the winner, like their name in all caps. You're the winner. Come claim your prize. And then it'll be like comment. Just leave a comment in the video, and that way I can talk to you through there and get your email address. And I'll make a YouTube community post. Again, this is only if they're not in the stream. I'll make a YouTube community post saying, and probably a Discord announcement as well, saying this username won. Get in contact with me. And I mean, we know how to verify if people are legit or not. I don't really need to explain that. But yeah, I mean, we're going to do everything possible to make sure that this person doesn't miss out on it. You know, this giveaway is a little bit more different than just doing a random giveaway in a YouTube video where it gets tens of thousands of views. And with a video like that, there's a good chance that the giveaway winner doesn't actually see the message. But the only people that are entered in this giveaway are people that are in the live stream. You know, you've been racking up points. You've been using the commands to get the tickets and whatnot. These are people that like are relatively up to speed on what ZTT is and what we're doing. I don't think it's going to be that, I don't anticipate it's going to be that difficult to get in contact with it. This is a different giveaway than just a giveaway that goes out to tens of thousands of people, you know, because there's really not that many people entered in the grand scheme of things. Gamer Dan, welcome back to the stream with the $20 super chat. Says, thank you for all the streams. That is a big time super chat. Thank you. Let's go. Thank you for coming to all the streams. And I would say our best situation tomorrow is before I build the next giveaway build, we're going to do the announcement right away. Or, I mean, I'll of course drag it on and we'll delay it a little bit as people show up to the stream, because people don't show up right away. But we're gonna announce it one of the first things we do. And ideally, the best case scenario would be they're in the stream, and then I'll reset the points, and we'll go from there. But again, if they're not there, then we're not gonna reset the points, and you'll still be able to continue earning points. And if they don't confirm, then we'll do the announcement on whatever the next stream is. Yeah, it'll be Sweets with the $2 super chat. Thank you very much. You got super chats. YouTube. Why would I leave YouTube? Who's even thinking about leaving YouTube? The super chats are going crazy today. Sweets with the $2 super chat says, would it be a new raffle program on Twitch? It would be completely different, that's the incentive of moving the giveaway platform over to Twitch. It is a much, 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 much better platform than the Streamlabs that we're using right now. But again, the downfall is it only works on Twitch. So that's why we're debating about it. 100 Con the Wolf wants a shout out. Says, this random egg I found in my fridge. Wow, shout out to the egg. I've been eating huevos, aka eggs, every single day for like a quarter. The quarter 3 of 2023, I think I've been eating eggs every single morning for breakfast. I'm in a big egg kick right now. Zach, eventually all your subs will get a PC? I don't think so, man. Those numbers aren't adding up. What do we have? On Twitch, we're at 204 subs. I don't think we're going to be giving away 204. Zach, please play Forza now. I think we're going to be playing soon. Time to have an egg tomorrow? Yeah, I've been having like 4 or 5 eggs every morning. Is $62 a good deal on a 3600X? Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I've been paying $62 for a 3600. You know, X. Couple extra FPS for $62. Yeah, it's a good deal. Not amazing. Monkey with a machine gun. Doing his thing. Giving another tier 1 gifted sub over on Twitch. Thank you very much. Let's go. Constantly with the support. Much appreciated. Egg Wednesday? No, it's eggs every day. Eggs every day. 4 or 5 eggs each morning? Yeah. Yeah, I'll do 4 eggs if I don't have anything else with it. Or if I do. Like if I want to do some... I'm in also a sourdough toast with butter kick. If I have the sourdough bread, then I'll do 4 eggs. If I just eat eggs, then I'll do 5. Zach, what's the chances of me winning with 17 tickets? As good as most people, I think. I think most people are sitting around 5 to 20 tickets. I would say that's the majority of people. 5 to 20 tickets. If you have more than 20, I mean, somebody with 1 ticket can win, so like the conversation's kind of irrelevant. But I think whoever wins is going to be 5 to 20. That would be my guess. There's a couple people with a lot of tickets. And then on the flip side, yeah, you just need 1 ticket to win. Bird says it right. You just need 1 ticket to win. That's it. Yeah. How do I get giveaway points? You just watch the stream. Just watch the stream. Once you get 100 points racked up, buy a raffle. You get 100 points for following on Twitch. 100 points per dollar spent. You get extra points for subs, gifted subs, and whatnot. Painful with the 10 biddy says, I'm at 42. Also, you're missing so much. What am I missing? I as soon as you sent that message, I was like, dang, I forgot that I saw Painful with the fitty bitties. Sorry. Painful with the fitty bitties. I was in the middle of saying something important just for the record. But he says, I should really get in that lounge. Also missed my sub. Okay, I'm sorry. The fitty bitties I purposely neglected because I didn't want to lose my train of thought, but I failed to come back to it. Your tier 2 resub for 33 months. I don't know how I missed that one. He says 33. It says 33 months, about to be 34. I'm so sorry. I don't know why you continue to resub. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Painful. Painful, 1 of 2 tier 2 resubs. Thank you very much, man. Opinion on the RX 6600? Probably the best $190 to $200 you can spend on a new GPU. Well, there's no probably. It is. If you're in the market for a brand new GPU for $200, that's the number 1 option. David says, nice, I have that one. Yeah. I mean, that's the... GPUs aren't honestly that complicated. You know, pick whatever your budget is. If you have $1,000 to spend, pick how much you want to spend on your graphics card. With a $1,000 build, you want to spend anywhere, depending on aesthetics, depending on how much CPU power you need, depending on how much you want to future-proof it, you're going to spend anywhere from $300 to $500, most likely, on a GPU for a $1,000 system. Use that price range. Let's say you want to go with 400. Let's say you want to go with 500. And just research. There can only be 2 options. Sometimes 3 with last gen. Usually there's 3 actually. Just research those 3 graphics cards that are at your price point and then pick whichever one's the best. It's not difficult. You know, people have been overcomplicating it lately. For $500, you know, you have the latest and greatest 7700 XT or 7800 XT now. You know, you're right there. Zach, can you speak Spanish? Yes, I can. What? So, my wife is fluent in Spanish. She grew up speaking Spanish. And we're raising our kids bilingual. So there's a lot of Spanish in my household. And I have a foundation of Spanish, thankfully, from high school, which somehow I managed to somewhat remember. I mean, I've been married to her for 11 years now. But there's a lot of Spanish in my house, and my plan was I would officially learn it through my wife teaching our 4-year-old and our 2-year-old. And we're definitely, like, without joking, we're definitely at that point in time where she is talking to the kids, like the 4-year-old, in Spanish. And then I'm asking him, hey, what'd she say? So I would say no, I don't speak Spanish, but I kind of do. You know, to recap it, I forgot all my high school Spanish. I mean, I actually have it pretty good. Got to teach young? Oh, yeah. Yeah, my 4-year-old actually knows more Spanish than I do at this point. How do you say car? Cardo. That's an easy one. Eggs 8 days a week? Yeah. Zach, when is the Frost Nova V3 coming out? Never. Stay tuned for the Frost Nova V4. Sam and I, had a meeting literally today. And we discussed the Frost Nova V4. We're not going to restock the V3. The V4 will be the next one that goes in stock. We're upgrading all of our... We're actually overhauling our restock build options. So stay tuned. I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited. Do you watch football? Yes, I watch football. I am a diehard Steelers fan. Yes, I watch a lot of football. Or I try. Zach no habla en español. Hablo en español un poquito. It's a fair way to say it. Are you watching the FNAF movie? Should I know what that is? FNAF? No say. No say. Shout out to the commenter guy typing
Yikes.
active to make sure that he is staying in active chatter. Five Nights at Freddy's? No, I am not watching that. Should I be? Wow, everybody knew what that was. Except for that guy who said FNAF question mark. A bird coming in clutch. I like you, Bird. Bird over on YouTube. Oh my god, I missed another super chat. Oh my god, F the ZTT channel. Sirloin of Beef with the $5 super chat says, I see an Asus RTX 4060. Is it a good card? Worth upgrading from a 2060? Ventus, I have a Ryzen 5 3600 to pair with it currently. Should I upgrade that too? Great question. Really good. That's an actual good question because it's debatable. The 4060 will give you a much better gaming experience from the 2060. The reason why I would say it's questionable is because, I mean, that's a good jump. It's just not... it is. It's a good jump. It's a tough one. It's a really good question. I'm glad you asked that. The reason why I'm debating about it is because whenever somebody asks me, should I upgrade from this to this, I always try to make it, if you're going to upgrade, you need to be upgrading not just your model name of the graphics card, but you need to be upgrading your experience of PC gaming. Are you upgrading from 1080p to 1440p? Are you upgrading from 1080p 144 FPS to 1440p 144 FPS? It's got to be more than just a couple of frames. The 2060 is still a decent 1080p card, and I would still consider the 4060 a 1080p card. Obviously, it can play 1440p in some games much better than 2060. I'm not debating that. But it's just questionable. Is it good? Is it a big enough jump? If you do the jump, you'll be 100% fine, and like everything, it's not a complete waste of money. Oh my god, people are typing active. It's hilarious. I love it. But it is questionable. If you do go to the 4060, then just read the next super chat. If you do go to the 4060, then I would upgrade the 3600 as well. If you're on like B450, then just get a 5600. You know, you'll be perfectly fine. You can stay on AM4 if you want. But I mean, go either way. Go either way. Danny with the another $2 euro says, "Donde está la biblioteca?" That's like the first phrase you learn. It's like, I vividly remember this in Spanish class. It would be like, the things that they teach us to say, like once you get past like the words, are like, "Donde está la biblioteca? Donde está el baño? Abran los libros." You know, "Sacun un lápiz." You know, like it's like the very basic phrases. Thank you for the €2. LTT can't compete with ZTT because ZTT too good. Are you the same person that said that earlier, or is that somebody else? What are the specs of the PC on your desk? 12700K, 32 gigs of DDR5, 4, and an RTX 3080. Mr. Chicken Butts back with the $5 Canadian. Oh my God, super chat. Whew. These YouTube guys aren't messing around. I'll be blatantly honest with you. The amount of super chats that are coming in makes me re-question the whole Twitch only giveaway thing. So mission accomplished if that's what you guys on YouTube are trying to do. Mr. Chicken Butt says, "What's good? Should I upgrade from a 3060 Ti to a used 3080 or 3090? That's a good one, because that is the difference from 1080p to 1440p without a question. So if you want to, especially if you're going from a 3060 Ti to a used 3080 or 3090 where you'll get a good deal on it, and you can sell that 3060 Ti, I mean, you can realistically make that jump for a net total of like $200-300, you know? If you want to spend $200 to $300 and upgrade from 1080p to 1440p gaming, yes, I support that. And thank you for the $5 super chat. QRGZY with the $2 super chat. Wow. All right. Maybe we should just consider this giveaway on Twitch and YouTube from now on. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. GPU pairing for a 5700X. Thinking of a 6700 XT. I mean, 6700 XT. I don't know if I said that right. I mean, if you've seen my content, then you'll know that I fully support your 6700 XT play. The 5700X can pair with higher end GPUs if you want to spend more money. But if you are comfortable with, you know, that would equate to around $1,000 build, or no, not 1,000, like an $800, $900 build. Then yeah, I mean that's a good, that's a fine combo. Hardware Dynasty says, "Screw YouTube. Come back to with the Twitch Prime resub for 32 months now." Says, "Evening, gentlemen." Evening, Hardware. Are you struggling in the ZTT Fantasy Football League like I am? I am 1-4. It is not a good year. We're struggling over here. Sweets with the $5 super chat says, "That was the plan." I mean, you guys. Let's just say message received loud and clear. YouTube super chat is not messing around. Hardware is 2-3. Oh my God, that's not good. Does your family know tech like you do? What's your tech level at over there? Yeah, I mean, like my wife, she actually updates drivers, reboots when needed. I mean, I would consider her tech savvy. Not like me. I would say I'm more tech savvy. Yeah, she doesn't know part combos and whatnot. But I mean, she's tech savvy, yes. My parents, I mean, they're both gone now, but my parents ran a PC building and repair shop from the basement of their home. So my family like surrounded me with tech savviness, specifically in PCs. So that's probably what you're asking. Who are your favorite players in football? Oh man. I mean, Kenny Pickett and George Pickens, they're definitely my favorite players. For sure, right now. I mean, when Pickett throws a touchdown to Pickens, I mean, my neighbors 3 blocks away can hear me. Other than that, pretty much every other Steeler. Other than Gunnar Olszewski. He sucks. He needs to go. And who else do I hate? Oh, well, I don't really hate Patrick Peterson. I used to love Patrick Peterson, even before he was on the Steelers. But he's atrocious now. He's like 3 yards behind any wide receiver he guards. So he's been making me pretty upset lately. TJ Watt, yeah, big fan of TJ Watt. What about Big Ben? Yeah, I mean, Big Ben's probably my all-time, well, definitely my all-time favorite player. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's a couple of Steelers that have been making me upset lately. If you guys have a favorite football player of all time, please drop it in the comments section. I would love to know. And I am judging the responses on Twitch versus YouTube to determine where we should run the giveaway next. So think before you post who your favorite player of all time is. Ronaldo. Jalen Hurts on YouTube. Wow. Giveaway going straight to Twitch confirmed. Wayne Gretzky. Says the Canadian. RWC. Oh my god, another Jalen Hurts? Really? Ben over Terry Bradshaw? Yeah, I mean, Bradshaw was before my time. Yeah, I mean, I know he's a Steeler legend, obviously, but I mean, I never watched Bradshaw, so I watched Ben I remember Ben's very first snap. I remember when Maddox got hurt and Ben went in as a rookie and carried the Steelers to a 15-1 season in the AFC conference. I mean, I've been following Ben the whole way. But Antonio and I, my 4-year-old, we were at the game when Kenny Pickett went in for the very first snap against the Jets last year. So I'm hoping I will be proudly saying we were at Kenny Pickett's first game like 5 years from now. But, I mean, who knows? We'll see about that. Oh, Harbor Dynasty with the Fitty-Bitties. My bad. Says Tony Homo. We know hardware. Can I refund Fitty Bitties? Painful with the 10 bitty says Joe Green. Now there's a classic. Also before my time. Wow, another Joe Green. Interesting. Messi. That one's good. Victor Cruz? Is that serious? I mean, that's fine. I just wouldn't expect him to be somebody's favorite player. That's interesting. Victor Cruz did really good for me one fantasy year. I had him, and he like carried my team for a while. Max Crosby, I can see that. I can definitely see Raiders fans picking him as their favorite player, for sure. That dude's nasty. Hardware with the Tempe says, I had a book when I was a kid about Mean Joe. Loved it. Nice. I had a guy so I was in Dubai, and I was in the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. I was at the top of the Burj Khalifa talking to somebody, and I don't know why we were talking about the Steelers in Dubai, but we were. It was like this old, like 60-year-old dude. And he was asking me about like who my favorite players of the Steelers were. And I didn't mention Joe Green, and he like tore me to pieces. He's like, "What are you doing? Like, how are?" He's calling me a fake fan in Dubai. It's just before my time. I'll have to pass on the sports conversation. It's all right. It's all good. I mean, this is football. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable if everyone assumed I meant something else when I said football. Sleep Sensation says, do people recognize you in public? No. No, I mean, I was recognized a handful of times when we went to LTX, but that's a given. Like here in my hometown, I've only been recognized once. And it was a way bigger deal for me than it was for him. He was my bagger at the grocery store. He was bagging my groceries, and he's like, Zach from Zach Sector? I was like, what's up? And now I see him like every time I go there. You were down a beer and 1 hour into the stream play Forza already? I forgot how many people are pushing heavy for games. This is what always happens. Do you watch tennis? No. I used to play tennis in high school. I love tennis in high school. But I don't follow it. Kurt Warner, that I can see. Yeah, that I can see. I mean, if you're a true Kurt Warner fan, then you'll know that he lost in the Super Bowl to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I mean, that's neither here or there. Chat is better than a game, says Mark. It's always a debate. Painful Tempity says, just play that Pokemon game we were talking about. It's actually not a bad idea. I do have my... I haven't fired this up for a couple weeks now. But I do have my little emulator thing. Specifically for Pokemon. Do you have a Steam Deck? Yeah, it's right here. Let me just tour you around all of my mobile gaming options that don't ever get used. Yes. I love my Steam Deck. Well, I love that one too, but I really, really like my Steam Deck. We have a Steam Deck video coming out in less than 48 hours from now. I've had my Steam Deck for over a year, or probably a year right now. And I've never made a single piece of content about it. Well, never mind. I've been making a couple verticals here and there about it. But yeah, we are finally making a video that incorporates a Steam Deck. My editor, Brian, said that he is 85% done the video today. So he'll finish that up tomorrow, and then it's going to go live on Friday. How's the battery life? Not good. I mean, if you are playing a AAA title on the Steam Deck natively, you're only going to get about an hour and a half to 2 hours of battery life. Now, you can do things that optimize the battery life. Like you can limit the refresh rate to 40 hertz, limit your FPS to 40 FPS, which 40 FPS at 40 hertz is actually a very smooth mobile gaming experience. That's like the sweet spot for the Steam Deck right now. That'll give you like 20 extra minutes depending on the game, whatever. But the sweet spot is whenever you do in-home streaming, whether you're using Steam Link or Moonlight, which is just a third-party version of the NVIDIA game stream. So basically, you're running the game on your high-end gaming PC, but you're streaming it through Wi-Fi to your Steam Deck. Then you'll get hours upon hours because the processing power isn't being done on the Steam Deck. And that's honestly how I play most games, like Starfield is a great example. If you play Starfield on the Steam Deck, you're going to get 20 to 30 FPS, and your battery life is going to be like an hour. But if you stream it from your gaming PC, you can play at 1080p Ultra, 60 FPS without a problem if your gaming PC can support it, and you'll get hours and hours of gameplay. Because again, the processing power is on your gaming PC. Most people don't know that you can do that, and most people don't know how good the experience is. If you have a high-end gaming PC that's connected via Ethernet, and then you have a decent Wi-Fi setup for your Steam Deck connect to it, in-home streaming is really, really good. Like, there is not noticeable input lag. If you were playing like Counter-Strike or Valorant, you would probably notice it, but nobody is doing that on the Steam Deck. They're playing games like Forza or Starfield or Cyberpunk, you know, and that experience is really, really good. Most people don't know that. Wow, that's genius. What does the Steam Deck cost? They have refurbished options now. The cheapest one you can get is $319. That is the 64 gigabyte refurbished option. 64 gigabytes will not last you long at all. You'll need to upgrade either a micro SD card or an SSD. But in the video that we're about to launch on Friday, Corsair sent me a 1 terabyte SSD to upgrade. So I did it in the video. This now has the Corsair SSD in here. But I mean, they're priced all over the place depending on how much you want to spend. $300, $400, $500. I am watching this at 4:30 a.m. because of my timing. Yikes, but thank you for watching this early. When's the video coming? Friday. It'll be Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's the typical time that we launch our videos. Do you have the ROG Ally? No. No, I wish. ROG, or Asus, the Asus ROG division, they hit me up. And they didn't tell me what it was, but they said, we got something big coming. They're like, do you want to check it out? Yes, of course. I have no idea what it is. It could be a laptop. Could be a monitor. Who knows? But I was like, yes, I would like to check it out. But yeah, a lot of new people are coming into the giveaway, or the stream for whatever reason. Our giveaway PC. Today is the last day to earn points. Watch the stream, earn points, buy the raffle tickets. Type in ! giveaway for all the information you need. We are announcing the video, or the winner for the giveaway tomorrow night. Around this time, or a little bit earlier than this time tomorrow. The stream is going to start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. The actual announcement will probably be around 9 p.m. I would say 9 p.m. Eastern. What is your least favorite pre-built brand? It's a good question. I haven't reviewed too many bad ones. When I touch a pre-built PC, it's usually because I thought it would be good or decent. iBuyPower, our most recent video, that was kind of like a troll video, and that one was bad. iBuyPower is probably the worst one that I've seen, but I don't know if that's like really bad. I'm sure there's worse, but iBuyPower is pretty bad. Yeah, they did a lot of shady stuff in that $1,000 pre-built. Painful Tempity says, can people buy the raffle tickets tomorrow? Yeah. Before I actually roll the giveaway, I'm going to fully explain, jam it into everyone's head, buy your tickets right now, and I'll explain how to do it. You can just type in ! raffle space, however many tickets you want to buy. But yeah, I'll make sure everyone's completely up to speed before we do that tomorrow. Alienware is the worst for me. I mean, Alienware's, I don't know. I mean, everyone kind of knows where they're at. I don't think they'd be worse than something like iBuyPower. I think Alienware has a little bit better of a reputation. But I haven't touched anything Alienware for years, so that could be outdated. That could be an outdated opinion. I would be so happy if I won the PC. Just don't... Serious, actual real talk here. Don't think that you're going to win the gaming PC. Please do not be let down because you don't win the gaming PC. There are indeed a lot of people. I don't know if it's hundreds or thousands yet. We can check. I don't know if there's 1,000 people in here that are entered. There's definitely thousands of tickets that are in circulation, but I don't know how many actual people there are. Oh my god, 991. Right on the edge there. 992. There's 992 total people, and there's 5,000 tickets. So however many, 5,300. So however many tickets you have, out of 5,300, that's your chances of winning. It's very low. Okay? So don't... Yeah, I was pretty impressed with myself. I didn't know if it was hundreds or thousand or 1,000. 992. Pretty close. Yeah, I would consider that spot on, to be honest. Remember, that's what I was explaining earlier in the stream. This is only people that have tuned into the live stream and earned points and used the command to buy tickets. It's not just a random video where tens of thousands of people watch it and you just have to comment to enter. Like, these are somewhat real deal people here. I would consider most of you real people. Yeah, I mean, you have very low chances, but in the terms of gaming PC giveaways, this is definitely a higher chance. You know, odds are less than 3%. I would double check your math. I mean, you're correct, but I would not word it like that. The odds are also less than 50%. The odds less than 3% is not a accurate way to describe that. Minnie says, guess I'm kind of real now? Or semi-real now? Yeah, I mean, I would consider most people here real people. There's probably a bot or two, you know? How many points do you need to purchase one raffle ticket? 100 points. 100 points. Zach, if someone wins and can't afford shipping, what do you do? If you're in the United States, there's 0 issues. I will ship the PC to you. If you're an international winner, then you will have to set up a relay company to get the PC to you. A relay company is when they'll give you a US address that people like me can ship you something, and then they'll relay it from their facility to you. You have to pay to get it from the relay company in the States to wherever you are. I'll pay to give it to the relay company. This is all in the exclamation point giveaway notes. So, if it were to happen where an international viewer wins and they go through the process of doing the relay company and they realize that it's too much money, which probably won't be the case. I don't anticipate that happening, but it could. Then we'll do a reroll. We'll just reroll in the next stream until we find a winner. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple ways that we could have went with that. We could have done just a cash giveaway if you're international, but then I'm stuck with a PC. And I wouldn't do a cash giveaway and give away the PC to someone in the US. You know, this is just the route we took. I think it's the most fair. I'll pay to ship it anywhere in the States. Make a vid buying the cheapest pre-built on Amazon? I mean, people already do that. I've thought about it. I've had multiple budget pre-builts on Amazon in my cart. And then I'm like, hydrate from Lover. Oh, also Evil with the tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. 1 minute ago. I don't know how I missed that, but thank you. Why is this leaking? Oh my god, my LTT water bottle is leaking. That's not good. What's a good budget to play every game at a minimum of 90 FPS? I'm assuming you're talking about 1080p. Good question. That's actually a really good question. I mean, every game is different, obviously. Hitting 90 FPS in Starfield is way different than hitting 90 FPS in Valorant. But on average, if 1080p 90 FPS is your goal, and we'll remove games like Starfield from that, because Starfield 90 FPS, even with the lowest possible settings in 1080p, is pretty difficult. Your minimum budget for that?
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I would say minimum of $400, $500 for a used build, a perfectly optimized used build. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. Nemes says RX 6700. That's if you go new. I'm assuming you're gonna buy used. But yeah, I mean, you're right. If you're buying a new build, then it's expensive. Yeah, I mean that's not an easy feat, even if you do remove games like Cyberpunk and Starfield. Is a 6400 XT and 5600G good now? No, I would not do that. I would stick with the 5600G integrated graphics until you can afford at least a 6600 if you want to buy something brand new. I would not pair the 5600G with a 6400 XT or a 6500 XT. No. I just bought a 4060 Ti with an 11700 KF. Do I have a bottleneck now? No, you're good to go. Enjoy it. Should I buy a PC because I play in console, and what are the main differences? It's a good question if you're actually asking for it. You got to remember, there's people that are like jumping into gaming or PC gaming for the first time, and they actually ask legitimate questions like that. I would say the ease of sitting down and playing a game is 5 times easier on console compared to PC gaming, especially when you're a new PC gamer. You don't have to jump through hoops to get a gaming PC running, but there is a little bit more like tinkeriness to it. You have to be a little bit more tech savvy to operate and successfully play a gaming PC versus a console. But the upside for your gameplay experience is way higher on a gaming PC, in my opinion. And, you know, you can use a controller perfectly fine on a gaming PC because that's what you're used to. But the process of switching from a controller to a keyboard and mouse is very, very, very difficult. But everyone says it's worth it. Nobody regrets learning keyboard and mouse. I think the potential for skill is higher on a keyboard and mouse, but it is very difficult, and it will take a lot of getting owned before you learn that. No online fees. I don't think people really care about that, honestly. Like, do people actually care about that? Like, that used to be like a good argument for doing PC gaming versus Xbox and PlayStation. But, like, do people actually care about that anymore? I don't think that's an advantage. We pay so many subscriptions in our lives that the $50 for Xbox Live or PSN, I don't even know how much it is. But, like, that's one of, like, 50 subscriptions that we have. Like, subscriptions are so abundant these days. I mean, a lot of people are saying yes. I mean, I'm sure that this is the perspective of a 31-year-old, mind you. If you are 14 years old, then paying for even one subscription is pretty daunting. So, I mean, take my opinion with a grain of salt. I would say 30-year-olds, anybody with a real job, I would say, with disposable income, it's not a benefit. Saving $50 a year or however much Xbox Live costs, most people don't care about that. Xbox Live is just Game Pass. I have Game Pass on PC, so it's painful. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, there's subscriptions on PC. There's PC Game Pass, which is like Xbox Live, or Xbox Game Pass. There is, like, Ubisoft has one. EA has one. Maybe a few others. Stormblader with the $2 super chat says, you missed my other super chat. Oh my god, I did. I'm sorry. F the ZTT YouTube channel. Stormblader with the $2 super chat says, $60 RX 5600 XT XFX thick good? And Matthew Stafford. Oh, that's valid. That's valid. If you were a Lions fan or a current Rams fan, yeah, I could see that. I could see that being your favorite player for sure. And that dude is tough. Yeah, that's a good pick. That's valid. It's valid by my standards, if that means anything. $60 RX 5600 XT, sure. If you're in the market for a $60 graphics card, fine, go for it. You know. Thank you for the $2 dono. I'm sorry I missed it. Thank you for the $4 dono. Sorry I missed it. Alex Ruiz with the $2 super chat says 4070 or a 7800 XT. I mean, I would go 7800 XT all day. Better price to performance, for sure. Yeah, I mean, what's the cheapest 4070 now? I just parted together a 4070 build. But I think it's still up there. Can't remember off the top of my head. Cheapest 4070 is, I mean, they are getting down there. But I mean, I still like the 7800 XT in terms of price to performance. Raw, no upscaling, raw FPS performance. I like the 7800 XT. If you think that you'll value better ray tracing support, you know, as cool as DLSS is, I don't really think it affects people buying a $500 graphics card. So I don't really think that you should include that in your equation. So, yeah, I mean, my vote would be the 7800 XT. What time is the giveaway tomorrow? The stream is going to start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll probably actually do the roll around 9 p.m. So, I mean, I'm just going to stall out, let people come in, you know, try to entertain you for 20, 30 minutes. The difference between DLSS and FSR is very subjective. It's not even about that, though. I don't really care about the difference between DLSS and FSR because I don't think you should ever purchase a graphics card because of the difference of DLSS and FSR. You know, I just don't. I think DLSS has a lot of upside if you have a card that is flirting with one resolution or the other. But for a $500 graphics card, like a 4070 or a 7800 XT, that's a 1440p card. You don't really need DLSS. You know, you're still going to be able to get a really good gameplay experience from just raw performance in 1440p. You could get more FPS with DLSS, but you get extra input lag, and what is subjective is how good does it look? Does it actually look better, worse, or whatever? That's subjective. But I just don't think that anybody should base their GPU purchasing decision off of the difference between FSR and DLSS. Anybody have an opposing opinion to that? True? What budget can get me 170 consistent FPS in Valorant? I mean, don't sleep on your CPU as well for Valorant, first off. But, I mean, again, absolute budget. It's going to be hard for me to recommend anything less than a 5700 XT. You can buy it for $120. You can play Valorant at whatever FPS you want. It's obviously not true, but the 5700 XT. ZTT, you pick up anything for Prime Day? No, we had a full Prime Day discussion. I didn't buy anything. We were looking at the deals. They look good. I just don't really need anything right now. I've purchased parts for the next 2 Flippin' Friday builds and the next like 3 or 4 videos. I don't really need anything right now. And we're not relaunching anything on zttbuilds.com for a little bit. Not much longer, actually, though. But we are doing the new versions of the builds. We were talking about this earlier. Like Frost Nova V3 is not being restocked. The next time you see it in stock will be a Frost Nova V4. And we're also making a couple new changes for some of the other builds as well. But as of right this second, I don't really need anything. So I didn't buy anything. But there were some good deals for sure. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Feel free to hang out and earn those extra points real quick. But when I get back, maybe we'll start playing some Forza. Unless if you guys continue to have really good questions and conversations. But yeah, I'll be right back. Whoops. We're good. Don't worry. I just hit the wrong button. We're good. If I follow, will I get 100 tickets? No, you get 100 points, which is 1 ticket. But if you unfollow and refollow, you do not get the points. We already tried it at the beginning of the giveaway. So don't try to do that. What would be some good recommendations for a PC budget of $1,200, an NVIDIA GPU, and AMD for the CPU? With an ATX form factor and 1440p, I mean, you might as well just buy a consulting package from me. If you want the specifics. Real quickly, $1,200, AMD CPU, NVIDIA GPU, get a 7600 or 7600X. Right now, actually, it's better to get a 7600X because I think they're the same exact price. Your GPU would be an RTX 4070. Yeah. RTX 4070 for about 500, a little over 500. Your CPU is about like what, 220 to 230. So there's $750 of your budget. You got the rest of it for, that would be probably the best you can do for that. I'm not going to part out everything else unless if you want to go to ztthelp.com. I do own that domain now, by the way. ztthelp.com. That gets you to our consulting page. If you actually want my one-on-one PC building advice, I just did one today, actually. PC component list design here. I will, you know, we have a form that you fill out with a bunch of requests of how you want your PC, how you want it to perform, how you want it to look, and whatnot. And we've been putting together some really, really nice builds over there. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. I just did another one today. I did a $1,650 gaming PC today. It was really fun. And he or she specifically wanted an all-white gaming PC with RGB. So I was like, I got you. That's my specialty. All-white aesthetic PC for $1,600? Let's go. What is a good CPU and GPU combo for $400? Used, 3600, 5700 XT. It's the bread and butter right now for a $400 build. Yeah, and thank you for correcting people, Cade Gamer. Yeah, we're going to be playing Forza Motorsport, which is the new Forza game that just launched yesterday. Not Horizon. Horizon's been out for like 2 years now. $75 is too much, actually, but it feeds your family. Well, I mean, that's your opinion. There's a lot of people that say otherwise. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that say otherwise. Check this out. So we have a review system. I always ask people to review after they spend the $75 on the consulting service. I mean, you can read and hear what they're saying, man. Most people are really happy with it. I think we have 1 4-star review. Now it sounds expensive. Like if you're in the market for a $500 build, you absolutely should not spend $75 for me to tell you how to build it. Like that would be dumb. We even recommend if you're going to spend the $75, at least give me a $1,000 budget. I'll do a minimum of 500. Just, I don't want to turn people away, but we will do, I recommend at least 1,000. Just to get your money's worth. But when you do a consulting service for $75 for just a PC part picker list, you only work with people who are easy to work with. You know, back when my consulting service for a PC part picker list was, I think we started at like $35 or something. The people that you work with are way different. And not to be like negative about people who don't want to spend a lot of money on a consulting service. It's just much easier to work with people that are willing to spend more money on consulting, which makes my process in life way easier. You know, I'm only dealing with people who are willing to throw away that extra money and just listen to my feedback and just buy it. They don't nitpick. They don't triple question all of my decisions. Like, they bought into the ZTT brand, the ZTT reputation. They give me my money, and then they get a good gaming PC out of it. You know, it's way easier to work with higher end clients than more budget focused clients. That's just the truth of any business, not just gaming PCs. So ever since I did increase the price to $75, it's been way more fun. I really enjoy it. Fainter with 10 biddies says, let us pick a client's PC part. I know. Thank you for the 10 biddies. I am still debating about doing that. I'm battling it for 2 reasons. The reason why I haven't streamed or given away any of the consulting builds is for 2 main reasons. One is ethics. It's like, if somebody pays me $75, which I'll admit is a decent amount of money for just a PC part picker list, I don't know ethically how they would feel, how the audience would feel of me live streaming that process. It's kind of weird. But the other reason is because I am not naive to what the internet does. Okay, no matter how good your PC part picker list is, whether you're the ultimate tier 1 master PC part picker list builder in the world, it will still get nitpicked by the internet. And I don't really want my customer to go through the process of hearing 1,000 different opinions on this PC part picker list. They are paying somebody to remove any outside opinions and just get their opinion. So I don't want to, it kind of defeats the purpose of the consulting service. You know, the type of people that are willing to spend $75 on just consulting for their build are the type of people who just want to spend money and get the solution. That's it. It would defeat the purpose of live streaming that and then them seeing everyone's opinion on what they would do differently. So those are my opinions on it. That's why I haven't yet. And I don't think I will, but I mean, there's a chance things change. Sean of a 10 says, instead of streaming a chat picking PC part picker for a client, we should just have a PC part picker contest with a theme. I know, we need to do that. If you guys are new, we used to do PC part picker contests all the time, and it was really, really fun. So we would just make a theme, like you have X amount of money to spend, and it has to be X themed. Like Shauner says, Halloween is coming up. So we would do, you have $1,000 to spend, build a Halloween themed gaming PC on PC part picker. We'd have a ton of rules, and we would cap the entries at 75 every time. So the live streams would be me reviewing 75 different PC part picker lists, and we would like tournament style them down to a winner, and then we would give away like a Steam gift card, PC peripherals or whatnot. It was really fun. We will do one again, I promise. But it's just mentally exhausting, both in the setting up process for it and definitely during the streaming process. Reviewing 75 PC part pickers in front of people who are giving comment and feedback on 75 PC part picker lists, it's very exhausting. I'm exhausted just thinking about it. But it was very fun. That's probably, other than PC building, I would say that's peak ZTT streaming fun. Yeah, that was, everyone loves it. Painful Tempity says, that's a lie. You reviewed 30 PC part picker lists. The rest were all auto disqualified. Well, that's true. Out of the 75 that get submitted, there's usually like at least 30 that are like instant DQs. But like the most stressful part is when we're down to like the final 5 to 10, because they're usually all really, really good, and it's really tough to distinguish. Why do you disqualify them? Well, you'll have to wait and see why. We have a very patented, trademarked way of auto disqualifying people who don't read the rules. But B, there's bad PC part picker lists. Like I can tell pretty quickly if this is going to make it to the final 5 or 10, and there's going to be a lot that they're just not good enough. You know, a lot of people think that they know how to do a PC part picker list and they don't, which is why people like me can get away with charging $75 for them. Painful Attempted says because they broke the rules. Yeah. Is PC Part Picker better than Newegg PC Builder? I have never used Newegg PC Builder, but yes. Yeah, I mean, why would you restrict yourself to one website? I honestly don't. I mean, I get why they do that, but like, you just shouldn't restrict yourself to one website. Sometimes people do and they want to or whatever, but I just won't really recommend it. Yeah, I mean, we can look at... oh, wait, no, I don't want to show you the rules for him, because then that'll give it away. Never mind. Sweets with another $2 super chat. Still here, by the way. How long has this live stream been? Hour 43, still here, Sweets. Thank you. I'd pay for chat to help you build my PC. I'd pay for chat to help you build my PC. How much would you pay? Is it in the $75 range? Maybe, honestly, like, I'm not opposed to a... Well, I should probably think this through. What if we have a consulting service that it's Twitch chat that gives you the oh my god, that actually could kill. So imagine you're on the ztthelp.com page. Do you think people would pay to get the ZTT chat opinion on a PC part picker list? Would people do that? Like, yes, I will pay for the opinion on your Twitch. No, there's no way people are going to pay for that. When you put it like that. I will pay for the opinion of your Twitch viewers? No, people are going to buy that. Whatever what the 10 biddy says, I think people would be interested. It would be sick if you could get on a call with them too. Yeah. I mean, that would be cool, but honestly, the ROI just wouldn't be there for me. For me to set up a phone call and set up a stream dedicated to that and whatnot, it probably wouldn't be worth my time. Unfortunately, it would be cool content. You're definitely right. Someone out there in this world would. Well, yeah. I mean, you can sell anything for any price. There is somebody that will buy it, for sure. That's why I always give that disclaimer whenever people are asking me about like selling a PC or a piece of hardware. They're like, "Do you think I could get this much for it?" It's like, if you wait long enough, everything will sell. There's gonna be someone out there that'll buy it. Painful Intensity says, "I would pay to not have to hear your viewers' opinions." Pay extra and you won't get the influence of my Twitch chat. I think that one might have a higher success. No offense to you guys.
Yikes.
Yeah, yikes. Do you exercise? You're so jacked. Today was my first, thank you. Today was my first day back in the gym since my neck injury. I did, here, I'll show you my workout actually. I did a very baby 33-minute workout, I think it was. So if you're not following along with my life, which is perfectly fine, I really injured my neck last week, swelled up big time in my trap. I couldn't move. I mean, I had like, I couldn't do this. I couldn't even do that. But that was just swelling. It's much better now, but I'm still in a lot of pain because I have full mobility because my neck isn't swollen anymore. But now I have enough mobility so I can get to the pain point. My body's like not protecting itself anymore. So I started physical therapy this week. I'm going Mondays and Fridays for my neck. And that's been pretty good so far. But today was my first day back in the gym. And it was just a very baby workout. I did 2 sets of everything upper body, like one exercise for every upper body part. in and out in 33 minutes. But it felt really good because that was the first time I've been in the gym since I hurt my neck. So yeah, I was very, very excited about that. And it all went well too. I mean, I was doing sets of 12, pretty lightweight, but it just felt good to get the blood pumping. How did you get injured? It was a tough one, man. Like, thank you. It was a tough one. I mean, form, like, I know everybody on the planet thinks that they have good form, but form is a very high priority for me because I have a serious lower back issue that I've been battling for over a decade now. I was doing incline hammer strength chest press, like the machine, where you're pushing like this, and I somehow jacked my neck up big time. While I was lifting, I didn't feel a single thing. Like, I was fine. I got all the reps I was intending to get. I got a new PR even on like a 12 rep set or something. I think it was set to 10 actually. First time ever getting 10 reps of that weight. And as soon as I racked the weight, like got down the bottom here, I knew instantly like, oh man, this is jacked up bad. And I could feel my mobility like shortening every single second. I drove straight home, took some ibuprofen, started icing. I knew right away that it was going to be bad. But yeah, it was on chest press, which is just, it's just like one of those things where it's like, you know, lifting's going to get you at some point. Like, a lot of injuries happen that like should have happened, but like some of them are just like, you're just getting old. Kevin with the $5 super chat says, how much money would you recommend someone to save? How much money would you recommend someone to save to build a good gaming PC? All right. I was given an older PC, but I'm not able to play newer games. If you want to buy that's another good question. You guys actually are having really good questions today. If you want to buy a brand new gaming PC or build a brand new gaming PC, the minimum I would even contemplate is $600. Because for $600, you could very easily do an RX 6600 build. But you could certainly make a case where it's like, okay, wait for $800. The difference between a $600 PC and an $800 PC is not just $200. It is a significant difference in... Actually, no, sorry. I take that back on the 600. You can do it for 500. You can do an RX 6600 build for 500. I just did it. Yeah, never mind. Sorry, 500. 500 would be the absolute minimum. But the difference between a $500 PC with a 6600 versus a $700 or $800 PC with a 6700 XT is very significant, you know. But I would say $500 absolute minimum for a brand new gaming PC. You definitely can do cheaper ones than that, but I really wouldn't recommend it. Should I wait for the Intel Gen 2 GPU? Another really good question. Gen 2 is not going to change the fundamental issue that Intel has right now of updating, of constantly staying up to date on their drivers. That's a behind the scenes issue. The Gen 2 Intel GPUs are going to be very good. And people like me and tech enthusiasts and actual just like fans of the PC building hobby, we are all going to be very happy with Intel Gen 2, I believe. However, if you are strictly a PC gamer and you want to build a PC one time and not think about it at all and just play all the latest titles and game and not tinker or anything, I don't think Gen 2 is going to be... I don't think you should consider Intel Gen 2. I still think Intel is playing catch up with their driver division, making sure that they release them on time or early, especially for like games that have early access or games that have like early access. Like if you buy the premium edition, Intel has not been producing drivers early enough for that. But for people that want to tinker and like can deal with like a driver issue every now and then or a software issue every now and then, Intel 2nd Gen is very exciting. I need to record that because that gets asked at least once a day. or once a stream. CPUs are where the money is at? No, not at all. No, we're in a really GPU heavy time right now. I mean, most of the time I would say we are, but CPU prices are significantly more reasonable than GPUs at this point. You know, you can buy almost any graphics card you want if you buy a $230 7600X. Like, that's all you really need for a gaming CPU. There's advantages of going more. I'm not saying that there's not. But, I mean, when you're in that type of market, I mean, you compare a lot with just a 13400F. You know. I think he means... A couple people are saying... I think he means Intel. If I said something else, then yeah, I said it wrong. I was talking about... For that GPU conversation, I was talking about Intel that entire time. Sorry if I misspoke. Bye, Zach. I'm almost blacking out due to sleep deprivation now. If you're the dude that said that you're up at 4:30 a.m., then yeah, feel free to go to sleep. Leave the stream open. Get those extra points for the remainder of the stream. But yeah, get some sleep, man. Is $1,000 USD a good budget for a mid-range PC? Yeah, it's really good. You can do some serious damage with a $1,000. This is what's crazy. I made one YouTube video, one vertical video about this. I want to make more content about this concept. $1,000 PC can now get you, realistically, a 7700 XT GPU in there. You can do that and manage that without sacrificing too much. A 7700 XT is a very, very solid 1440p gaming experience. And you can do that for $1,000 now. Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking to spend $750. I don't know what to get. I mean, there's a lot of $750 build guide videos, including my own. You're going to be around the 5600 and 6700 XT level, though. I would base it somewhere around there. That wouldn't be difficult to do. Is a Ryzen 7 3700X and a 6700 XT a good pair? It'll work, yeah. It'll work. Is the i7 4790K good? No, not anymore. It used to be really good. The 4790K was like the 12900K. No. It was like the 12700K. Yeah, I mean, it used to be like almost the top of the line. But that was 8 years ago. 9 years ago. I had a 4790K in my PC, and I paired it with a 980, and that's when those parts were brand new. Yeah, it used to be really good. It's not good anymore. Is a 13600K good? KF good for a 4060 Ti? Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, perfectly fine. Do you know the best laptop around 1500? I don't really pay attention to laptop models. You should be aiming for what, like a 4070 though? If you want a gaming laptop. I think that's going to get you a 4070. I don't want to steer you the wrong way. RTX 4070 laptop. Oh wow, they're a little bit more expensive than that. Oof. There's a MSI Katana 15. Oh my god, that's a crazy deal. With a 13th gen i7 and a 4070 for $1,200. Probably not going to be able to beat that. Yeah. Most of the 4070s are like at 16 to 1700. So somewhere around there. I mean, that PC for 1200 looked really good, but you saw how much time I invested in that, so do more research. Are 3080s and 3090s still valid with 40 series out? Yeah, absolutely. I would just buy them used. Yeah, I wouldn't really recommend purchasing a brand new 3080 or 3090, but because you can get much better price performance if you want those used, for sure. People are selling them. What paint do you use for painting AMD stealth coolers? I use Rust-Oleum paint and primer. It's all in one. Paint and primer. Let's see if I can find it. Spray paint. It's the best one that I've tried so far. This one. Ultra cover, paint and primer. Hold on. I'm trying to pull it up. Yeah, just look for paint and primer from Rust-Oleum. That's the one. The 2X. The 2X. Paint and primer. We're actually removing that from Frost Nova, by the way. Frost Nova V4 is not going to have the spray painted CPU cooler in there anymore. I really like it. It's how we increase profit margins by $20 per build because I didn't have to buy a CPU cooler. But with Frost Nova V4, we're using an RGB CPU cooler. I can't keep committing the time to spray painting 16 of those and then they sell out pretty quick. I mean, when we were back to selling, like back in July timeframe, I mean, I was spray painting 16 coolers at least twice a month. It's just too much time. I'd rather just buy a cooler at this point. But I'll still continue to do that for like our budget build guides on YouTube and our flips and whatnot for sure. Is the AMD Stealth Cooler really loud? No, nobody has ever said that. I've never heard somebody say that it's too loud. Is a 4060 still a solid GPU? If you're in the market for that price range and you want an NVIDIA graphics card, it's perfectly fine. Yeah. What is the ideal GPU for a 3700X? Or should I change CPU for the 6700 XT? I don't know what you would change to, but a 6700 XT is a really good card. For sure. I mean, I say this all the time, but yeah, it's really good. What CPU should we consider water cooling for gaming over air? That's a really good question. At what point do you start water cooling over air cooling? The threshold has come down. We were getting a little scared there with Intel 12th Gen. Like the 12700K, 12900K, those are really hot CPUs. It's becoming less of an issue. 13th Gen isn't terrible, and Ryzen 7000 series isn't terrible either. Like you can definitely do any i5 or Ryzen 5 with an air cooler, no problem. But, you know, like a 7800X 3D, I don't really recommend anyone buy a 7700X because for $10 more, you can get a 7800 XT. The price gap is like so small that it's like, why are people buying this? But so for a 7800X 3D, I would probably air cool that. And you can get away with air cool, or I'm sorry, I would water cool that. I think I said air cool. I would water cool that. Sorry. You probably can get away with air cooling it with a good air cooler, but it's just the balance of if you're spending that kind of money on your CPU, you probably have at least a 4070 Ti or a 4080 level of performance in your PC paired with a 7800X 3D, which means you're spending $1,500, $2,000 or more on your PC. And at that point, you should use an AIO, in my opinion. So it's less about the individual temperature and more about just the right balance. It would be kind of awkward. At this point, AIOs are so streamlined these days that it's like if you have a $2,000 build that's air cooled, it's kind of weird, right? It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not going to blow up, but it's kind of weird. Like you might as well use an AIO. Does the 3200G bottleneck at 2060? Good question. Maybe. You'd have to look that one up. That's flirting with it. Let's check it out. So here's the proper way to use, because I see so, ever since I started like not promoting, but like publicly using the PC bottleneck calculators, people have been doing this very wrong. Okay, this is how you do it. This is the correct way how to use one of these websites. All right, this is the one I use, pc-builds.com, the bottleneck calculator. Here you select your CPU. We're gonna go with 3200G, and you said 2060. Make sure you choose desktop 2060, not the super version. You need to select which resolution you're gonna be at. This has a big difference. Not for this test, because you're definitely gonna be 1080p with a 2060. But if you were using a card that you're flirting with 1440p or 1080p, use whichever resolution that you're actually gonna use. So for this one, it's definitely 1080p. And since it's a gaming PC, you definitely want to choose GPU intensive tasks. Now we can run it. And it is too weak. When it says 22%, that's a big enough bottleneck where it's like you don't even need to research it further. It's safe to say that you have a bottleneck. If a website like this says 5 to 15% or maybe 5 to 10%, then take it another step and research what real reviewers are saying. These bottleneck websites are just a starting point. But I know at 22%, you don't need to look farther. Yes, it's going to bottleneck it. But just make sure that you're doing it correctly. Setting the resolution, setting the GPU intensive task. And here's another thing where I see people mess up. I really need to make a video about this. So I've seen a lot of people comment something like, let me see if I can come up with an example. They will buy a 7800 X3D. No, that's not really a good example. They will buy a 7600X. And they will pair it with a 4060. Let's see what that says. And they won't do GPU intensive tasks. They'll see it here. They're going to get a result like this, where it says the 7600X is too weak for the 4060. And the 7600X does not bottleneck a 4060. It's just, I don't even know really how to explain it. It's just if you switch it over to GPU intensive tasks for gaming, then you're good to go. And the reason is just because every system has a bottleneck. Okay. A lot of people don't understand this concept. There is always going to be one part that limits your performance at some point. Most times you want it to be your graphics card. It is perfectly fine in a system where your RTX 3080 is your bottleneck, because if there wasn't a bottleneck, you would have unlimited performance. Like, your performance has to be cut off at some point. The type of bottleneck you're trying to avoid is when your CPU inhibits your graphics card from achieving its full potential. If you go in reverse and your GPU bottlenecks your CPU, as long as it's not like crazy out of whack, that is fine. You know, because we need more GPU processing power than CPU processing power for most games. Hopefully that made sense. Akira says makes sense. Zach got big moosels. I like how you spelled moosels there. But yeah, it's really just, I haven't figured out a bite-sized way to explain that. You know, maybe one day I'll just make that into a dedicated YouTube video with like multiple different examples of a CPU bottleneck, a GPU bottleneck, 1080p versus 1440p bottlenecks, and just refer everybody to that for eternity, because that concept will never go away until cloud gaming is 100% taken over. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people just don't understand that. And I wish I could just put that in everybody's brains. This is why I prefer cans versus bottles. There you go. Cans don't have bottle. Oh, cans do have a bottleneck though. Cans have. That's a terrible example. Cans are more inhibited by the hole versus a bottle. So I would say cans have an even bigger bottleneck than bottles. Because a bottle, if you think about it, a beer bottle will flow much faster than a can will. So I don't really think that argument's valid. All right, let's hop into some Forza. Oop. Or should I just go to bed? 10:30? I think it might be deal or bedtime. Pantera with the 10 bit, he says, got any good Amazon deals? Feels the last 2 days, not deals. Feels. No, I didn't buy anything. We had the whole Amazon conversation earlier. Sorry, Pantera, that you missed it. No, I did not buy a single thing. I don't, but it's just because I don't need anything. There were some really good deals on there. Painful 10 bit, he says, so I've 100% decided on the Nuo Bell style dumbbells. I'm excited to get the home gym going. Very nice. Yeah, those dumbbells are very sick. Huh? No. They have like the dials on them, and they're not like nearly as bulky as the Bowflex ones and whatnot. Yeah. When we were buying home gym equipment, there were not nearly the amount of ideas. Like COVID definitely created a huge boom in home gym equipment. And when my wife and I built our home gym, there wasn't 5% of the available options that were there were specifically 3 different sets of adjustable dumbbells. That's it on the entire US market. Now there's like a million. Sakito, aka Sam, with the 10 bit, he says, yeah, but you can't shotgun a bottle. That is true. Yeah, that is an actual bottleneck of cans, if you will. Touche. Oh, Muhammad with the $2 super chat says, oh my god, I missed a couple super chats, my bad. High-end Noctua cooler versus a water cooler. Based off of the way you asked that and me speculating the type of information that you have in your head, water cooler is definitely the answer. Okay, I'm taking a gamble here, but I'm just gonna assume the way you worded that, water cooler is the answer. Diggy with the $2 super chat says, good budget GPU for an i5-10400F, better than a 1650, 6700 XT. Can't go wrong. That would probably be the top end of it, or close to the top end. Yeah, something like that. Thank you for the $2 donos. I love when people are saying active to make sure they're active chatters. Painful Tempity says, yeah, they don't even have dials. You just turn the handle on them. That's so sick. So they actually get smaller as the weight goes down. Yeah, that was the problem with the Bowflex one. That was one of the ones that were available when we bought it. It had the dial on the end, but the length of the dumbbell never changed, which is why I didn't want to buy it. Ours doesn't have any dial. You manually put the weights on, but it's a really like sophisticated mounting system where it's a much smaller total length compared to the Bowflex, and it's like rock solid compared. It's all iron versus like the Bowflex having plastic bells and whistles everywhere. But yeah, we didn't have. I definitely would have bought the kit that you have, or one like it. I mean, we built our home gym in 2015, 8 years ago. Intel or AMD for 1440p editing? If you have Premiere, then definitely Intel. Yeah, Premiere really likes Intel. You get a little bit of a bonus with QuickSync if you have an Intel GPU or an Intel CPU with integrated graphics, even if you have a graphics card, it'll still utilize the quick sync to a little bit of a degree. I don't think it's as big of a difference these days anymore. But also, Premiere just likes raw clock speed. You know, where Intel will typically have the favor. Francis with the Twitch Prime sub. First ever month. Thank you. Let's go. Much appreciated. How much should a used 5700 XT and a Ryzen 5 5600X PC build sell for? Oh, it's a difference of what it should sell for and what it will sell for. You know, because the 5700 XT, like, as much as I love it and keep talking about it, it's just not great for flipping. 99% of the world, 99% of gamers, of casual gamers that are buying pre-builts, have no clue that the 5700 XT beats the RTX 3060. They have zero clue. So, I mean, I would try to sell it for $100 more than what you paid for it and see if that sells. It's just AMD GPUs are a tough flip, especially several generations old AMD GPUs, where people people are definitely starting to gain knowledge on RX 6000 series and 7000 series, but it's still, I mean, AMD or NVIDIA market share is still 83%. Like, that's wild. And Intel falls into that too. And NVIDIA still has 83% or whatever it is. Most people are looking for NVIDIA GPUs when it comes to flipping. Such a weird question. Wire says, why do you have such a good jawline? I don't think I have a good jawline. How would you rate my jawline? Have you ever, like, considered my jawline? It's never been a feature. I think my beard, my baby beard, complements a good jawline. Or, like, it makes it look better than it does, right? Maybe, I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever commented on my jawline, other than, you have a hairy jawline. Yes, I do. Hey, Zach, next Christmas I'm building a PC with my dad, but he gave me a budget of $400, and the build I want is around $500. What should I do? I would make the $100. It's not difficult. Mow some lawns. It's a little late for that. Get ready to shovel. Rake some leaves. I promise, if you live in the United States, I have no idea where you live, but if you live in the United States, you can make $100 from raking leaves in one day without a problem. It would not be difficult at all. Literally just go. Here's what you do. All right. ZTT money again, 101. Go up to people's houses, rake in hand with bags, and just say, I will rake your lawn for $20. You know, if it's a big lawn, adjust as appropriate. Just go up to their house and say, I will rake your leaves for X amount of money. If they say no, go to the next house. I promise you, you'll make that $100 in one day. It will not be difficult. If somebody came up to us and did it, and if a kid came up to our house and said, I will give you $20 to rake our leaves, and we were planning on raking leaves that day, or the next week, or whenever, we would still do that. There's so many people out there that are willing to pay kids to do that, to support them making money and working for an income. Like, there are enough people on the planet that you can very easily make that $100. ZTT financial tips? Zach's finance turf? That's what I'm thinking, man. That's what I'm thinking, for sure. That would be my recommendation, though, instead of asking for more money. Because honestly, your dad willing to spend $400 and they want to build a PC with you? Like, that sounds awesome. Or just enjoy the $400. Again, Ryzen 5 3600, 5700 XT. You could do that for $400. Painful Attempt, he says, a buddy and I used to pull in $250 a day between the two of us on a weekend. Yeah, I mean, it's very easy. What we would do is, once one of us could start driving, which was me, we would go on the free section of Craigslist and we look for free couches. I had a basement at the time, and which had a lot of empty room in it. And we would just pull free couches from Craigslist, and then we would flip them. Not big flips, on average like 100, maybe $150, and just a quick drive there, pick up the couch, come back, and then drive it to wherever you're selling it to. 150 bucks, so easy. This is liquid gold. I actually kind of miss it. the feeling of flipping a free couch. I mean, that's up there, man. That's up there with the $75 PC part pickers. Painful Attempt, but he says, shoveling snow. Yeah. Shoveling snow is a good one. The older the homeowner, the better. The higher chances that you have it. Shoveling snow is hard work. Man, I'm choking. How long did they take to sell? Well, here's the thing. The reason why we did couches is because it was such a good situation for us. It wouldn't apply to everybody. Not only did I have a very big basement during like my high school years, it was like an unfinished basement, not like a nice basement or anything. It was just a big unfinished basement. Not only did we have a lot of room for extra couches, but in high school, my house was the party house for a lot of different reasons. But we always needed seating for the parties. So, I mean, it got so bad that we were having a party like every single night in high school. And we just always had like 4 or 5 couches for people to sit on. It was great. It worked out very, very well. Couch flipping is easy money if you live near a university. Yeah, exactly. We were always sitting on free couches in my basement. Tomorrow is the giveaway? Yeah, tomorrow is the giveaway. Right here. 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to start the live stream. We'll give away the PC. And then we'll start building the next giveaway. Again, all you got to do, sit here, earn some points. You know, this stream is about over. So start typing in exclamation point raffle space, however many tickets you can afford. Every ticket's 100 points. And the more tickets you have, the higher chance you have of winning. We are now up to... There's people saying the raffling ain't work. Last time we checked, there were 991 total people in the giveaway. There's now 1,018 people. So it's definitely working. For those of you that are saying, oh no, the command's not working, like you're just doing something wrong, it's user error. 1,019. Somebody literally just bought tickets right now. And we're at a total of 5,572. 5,573, 74. People are definitely buying tickets. It's 100% working. Buy your tickets now. And yeah, the more tickets you have, I can't search by how many tickets people have, but I can scroll through here. And it looks like there's a lot of people with 1 ticket, but on average, it's not even 5 to 15. It's 5 to 10. I would say most, I can't like search through this or anything or sort it, but I would say most people on average have 5 to 10 tickets, which is not a lot. There are some big bangers here. Painful's got 44. Proxy's got 54. This monkey with a machine gun's got 67. You know, but even like monkey with a machine gun, he's got a lot of extra points because he's been a big time donator and big time supporter, which we appreciate. But 67 tickets out of 5,600. You know, everyone has a fair shot for sure. And like we keep saying, you can win with 1 ticket. 1 ticket's all it takes to win. But yeah, we're going to draw that tomorrow. I will have a big thumbnail that says giveaway announced today, right now. It'll be in the title in all caps. I'll probably make an announcement in Discord tomorrow at some point. Tomorrow we are going to announce the giveaway winner for this PC. And then, like I said, we are going to immediately jump straight into building the next giveaway for the following month. Painful Tempity says, points were broken on the night I was gifting subs and I did a dono. I know, there was one night. But to be fair, we discovered it pretty quickly and then we told everybody it's not working on Twitch for that one night. Yeah, it's definitely working. Zach, it's so sad I have to miss tomorrow. If you miss tomorrow and you win, you're not disqualified. I will do everything in my power to get in contact with the winner if they're not there. Because here's the thing. I have a feeling that like some people think that like YouTubers or creators or whatever like try to give it away to either people that are there or like try to do a reroll and whatnot. I promise you, whenever people are trying to give away something, like a giveaway PC especially, something that's like logistically a little bit difficult to ship, I promise you, we are always trying to ship it to the first person that wins. I do not want to re-roll this. I will do everything in my power to give it to the first person that wins. I do not want to extend the time it takes me to ship this PC. I'm at the point now where I desperately want to give away this PC as soon as possible. It's ready to go. I want Sam to box it up and ship it out as soon as the giveaway winner is announced. I have zero motivation to not ship it to the very first person. So I will do everything possible to get the attention of whoever wins if they aren't in the live stream when we give it away, to make sure that they know. And hopefully we can give it away very quickly because I'm ready to move on. Like there's I want to move on to the next one and keep it going. Two Fuzzy Space Cats with the 10 biddies. Thank you very much. Painful with the 10 biddies says the word reroll has a bad ring to it. Yeah, I know. I use it on purpose at this point. Will the PC be signed? If they want it to be, I will. I'm not gonna tarnish a PC with my ugly signature unless I've specifically requested to. I've signed a few PCs. I'll usually sign it like underneath it. That way it's not like visible. But if somebody asks me to, I'll usually just like beside the PC vent, the PSU vent, or wherever I can at the bottom there. That way you know it's signed if you care about that. But it's not like visibly visible. Kovarth with the $5 Canadian and no message. Thank you very much. Got an ad out of nowhere, but my Prime won't be available until tomorrow. We'll just use it tomorrow. If you want to use it for the giveaway, just use it tomorrow. Or wait and save it for the next giveaway. If I win, I'm going to be so happy. I have a feeling whoever wins is going to be happy. Unless if it goes to like someone like Painful. I mean, I'm sure he'll be happy too, but I'm sure he'll feel a little guilty. When is the stream ending? This stream now. Probably right about now. It's 10:45. I gotta shower. And I gotta watch an episode of Billions. And go to bed. I'm heavily addicted to Billions. I have fallen asleep to watching Billions, the show on Amazon Prime, every night for like the last like 3 weeks. I never make it through a whole episode because I'm always just so exhausted. But like it's so weird. There's always this point of time at night where I am dozing off to watching Billions. Not because it's a bad show, it's just because I'm exhausted. I love the show. And the feeling of like falling asleep while still like hanging on for dear life listening to it and like trying to follow it, it happens every single night. And then the following night, I'm always like rewinding back from where the playhead is at because I'm like, I don't remember any of this. It's been my routine for like 3 weeks now. Visibly Visible, ZTT 2023. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a pretty sharp description, huh? Muhana with another $2 super chat says, all right, good night, Zach. Thank you very much. Luis with the $5 super chat says, don't tell my boss I'm watching your stream while I work. That's fine, man. Keep it up. If you don't have enough flexibility at your job to just like listen to something, I mean, it's clearly giving you disposable income that you can support your boy on a consistent basis. So I appreciate it. You're definitely in a good spot. But yeah, I mean, people need the flexibility to at least be able to listen to a stream. You know, unless if you're like a surgeon or dealing with a customer. You know, that's understandable. You know, but for like a normal office desk job, you know, like everyone that works at ZTT, they have like a lot of flexibility. They probably don't even know how much flexibility they have, to be honest. But I mean, most people are listening to music. They have a stream open. They have a YouTube video going or something while they're working. You know, I mean, you should, in a lot of careers, you should be able to do that. Mahana with another $2 super chat says, bro is built mashallah. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what you're trying to say. Thank you for the $2 super chat though. Much appreciated. Mark Johnson keeps asking, are you too good for other people? That's a very real question. I'm only answering you till you stop asking. POV, you are a surgeon and on the operating room table watching ZTT to get in the points. But even then, that would still be accessible or acceptable. Like, you don't have to be tuned in. You don't have to be actively, you don't have to be an active chatter. But you could still keep those points going for a chance at a free PC. I would do that. Absolutely. Two Fuzzy Space Cats with another 10 bit. He says, hello, Zach. Have a good night. Hope I win and good luck to everybody tomorrow. Thank you. Yes, good luck. What percentage do you think that you, how many people are feeling, okay. Let's do a percentage calculator real quick. Percentage calculator. All right. If you have one ticket, how many total tickets are we at right now? We're at 5,644 tickets. Every ticket has a 0.0, we'll round up, 0.02% chance of winning. So if you have 10 tickets, you have a 2% chance, or a 0.2% chance of winning. How many people are feeling that they're going to win? Is anybody feeling actually lucky tomorrow? Stars are aligning. You eat the right food. You work out in the gym hard. You're nice to everybody you talk to. You know, tomorrow I would definitely recommend opening the door for people. Everywhere you go tomorrow, open the door for somebody. Okay? Build up that karma. You know, if all of those things happen, maybe meditate. You know, have a good, clear, fresh mind. You know, I feel like that would increase your chances of winning. 0.02%. I'm going to be at the airport. Yeah, maybe for flying. Well, if you're flying, I would save your good luck for more important things, but... Now I feel like I'm negative 10,000%. I do that to be nice, not for a PC. Good for you, man. Good for you. I also hold the door if the opportunity presents itself. I will never not hold the door for somebody. Can you see me chatting? Please reply. There you go. What's the headset? The headset looks very clean. It's the Corsair HS80. Speaking of which, before we end the stream, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Yes. Okay, it is out. Hold on. I was checking to see if it was still under embargo. Corsair sent a couple of goodies. We're not going to unbox these today. Maybe tomorrow. These are the Corsair HS80s. I love them. Corsair, over the years, have sent me like at least 8 of these. I have one. My wife has one. I have one at the studio. All of the Discord mods and Twitch mods, they all have them. The HS80 is amazing. The microphone you're listening to right now is from the HS80, which is what everybody asks. However, we now have an HS80 Max in front of us. I haven't unboxed this yet. I don't know when it launched, like a week or 2 ago. I don't know. I just checked the website and it is out, so this is not under embargo anymore. HS80 Max. If you ask me what the difference is, I have zero clue, but I will assume that it is a better version than the HS80. And when my Corsair rep asked me, do I want the HS80? He said, do you want it in white or black? I was kind of disappointed that he even asked me that because he knows how much I love the HS80s. So I got him to send both. I was like, I need both. Okay? I don't want one or the other. I'm not picking. I want both white and black. So we have 2 HS80s. And let me see if this thing is under embargo as well. I think this one's not under embargo either. Yes. Okay, this one's good to go as well. The other thing they sent is the K70 Max. I've used the K70 for a while. The K70 is actually what I use every day at the office. It's what it's part of my MacBook setup. This is the K70 Max. Again, zero clue what it does. More than the K70 right now. This has Corsair MGX magnetic key switches. Don't really know what that means. But yeah, they sent over that stuff. They also sent, now one thing I know that's under embargo is they sent me a mouse. Can't say anything more than that. They sent me a mouse that's under embargo.
Wow.
I'm not going to review it any farther because it's under embargo, other than saying I absolutely love it. Oh my goodness. I will be sending a follow-up email to him saying I need another one. So stay tuned for that. No, I don't think it's analog switches. Did you also watch the Optimum Tech video about the analog switches today? Because I did too. That's probably why you're asking. Under what? Under embargo. Things are under embargo, which is when you can't talk about them. Hold on, I'll be back. A lot of times when companies send stuff, they'll send things that are under embargo, meaning that you can't talk about them until the specific date of the embargo drops. And like right now, like that mouse that I'm talking about, for example, there's like, you can't find any piece of information online. Like if I told you right now, like Corsair would sue me. Well, they probably wouldn't, but they could. They could definitely legally sue me. The embargoes are why whenever like a graphics card comes out, all of the YouTube video reviews, they all launch at the exact same time because that GPU or whatever was under embargo until a specific day and time. And as soon as that embargo drops, that's when everybody launches their videos. That a lot of things are under embargo, like every PC hardware part, a lot of peripherals, most things are under embargo, or at least most of the big company stuff is under embargo. Most people just don't really notice it. The only thing that we really notice for embargoes are like CPUs and GPUs. But like a lot of the cases, and like RGB products and whatnot, like they all have embargoes as well. But it's just there's not like a ton of content on embargo day for them. So you already shot the mouse review? No. When Corsair sends me stuff, they just send me stuff for pre-roll ads most of the time. So we'll do a pre-roll ad on the HS80 Max, on that K70 Max, that mouse I'm talking about. Everything that I own from Corsair, I've done a pre-roll ad. This is the K100 Air Wireless. This is like the real thin keys. We did a pre-roll ad on this. You know, everything that they send is always just for a pre-roll ad, or if I just ask for it. Corsair owns Elgato, so like my Stream Deck, I have every Stream Deck, microphones and stuff. Usually they just send it because they are very cool like that. Yeah, these are the low profile keycaps. I really like this keyboard. I don't think, or like I would imagine a lot of gamers wouldn't like this. Like, I don't use this keyboard because I think it's an advantage in gaming. I just really like it. It's the comfort level of it. And I like that I can connect 4 different devices with it, which is really good for me because I use this keyboard for my MacBook, this PC, and whatever PC we bring, like during the live streams when we're building it and like configuring it and benchmarking it. I can connect it all just by switching the little button over here, which is really nice. But I really like the concept of low profile keys. I've always been a fan of them. Even like the half switches, not like the really small chiclet style like this is. I've always really liked lower height switches. I've always been a fan. Luis with another $5 super chat. I missed that one. Says, I don't have a PC yet because I decided to get my kids their rigs last year. Dad can wait patiently as long as the family is happy. I feel that, man. I feel that for sure. I'm sure the joy of you watching your kids play a gaming PC that you bought them is easily 20 times more satisfying than if you have one. I mean, that's not a difficult thing to say. I'm 100% sure that that's what you're feeling. Yeah, that's awesome. How many necks could a bottleneck bottle if a bottleneck could bottleneck? I can't believe I read that correctly the first time. Let's go. Same here, Zach. I love the low profile switches more. Yeah, I've always just comfort of typing. It almost feels like, especially when you get used to keyboards like this, when you go back to a full-sized keycap, it feels awkward. It's like, why am I expending this much effort to press these keys? It's pretty wild. I have the best monitor, wireless mouse, custom $400 keyboard, but my laptop broke. I can't use any of the stuff. Yeah, you should probably buy a desktop at that point. Oh man, I'm missing some shout outs, sorry. Oh, Painful with the 10 bitty. Oh, M Pantera with 10 bitty. It says it looks identical. What's the difference? I don't know. Sorry, I missed those. My bad. Painful and Pantera. Shout out from Ravon. Says it'd be pretty cool if you gave a few tickets lifting around for me. I do have the ability to manually give points for the giveaway. I haven't utilized it the entire month though. I thought I would figure out a way to do it. But yeah, I mean, no real opportunity has presented itself where I'm like, this person actually deserves giveaway points. So I just never did it. Ravon also with the shout out says, oh, never mind. Same thing. Free points. Yeah, I do have the ability. I have the ability to give somebody individually free points, or I can give everybody that's currently live free points. But I haven't needed to do that, and I don't think there's a way to fairly do that, to be honest. On a serious note, how did you come up with the name Tech Turf? What made you pick Tech Turf? So this was back in 2015. In hindsight, I don't like that I'm ZTT and there's LTT at the top. I don't like that. When I picked ZTT, Linus was not the LTT that he is today. He definitely didn't have 1 million subs at that time. He was still like one of the top tech tubers, but it's not like how it is now. Like, I really don't like sharing acronyms with anybody, let alone the top of the line. But Tech Turf was my way of combining like sports and like personality to it. And TURF stood for tutorials, unboxings, reviews, and fun. I had every intention of like making that acronym of TURF like part of the brand. Tutorials, unboxings, reviews, and fun. It just I never did anything with it. I think we had a logo probably in like 2015, 2016 where it actually like laid out what TURF stood for, and it was like more part of the brand, but it never became a big thing. Like we've always just stuck with ZTT. The ZTT logo looks super clean, and you know, we haven't really been questioned too much on it. But in hindsight, yeah, I definitely don't like that it's ZTT and LTT. Like, no, for nothing other than what you would think. Like, it definitely looks like I just like copied them, which, you know, I just don't like that public perception. Hardware with the Fitbit says that's how I came up with Hardware Dynasty, combining PC hardware and Dynasty Fantasy Football. Yeah, I mean, you're just trying to. I like the added bonus of TURF. You know, I'm a big football guy. I'm always trying to add like sports references and whatnot. I didn't want to just like pretend to be a super nerdy, only cares about gaming PC type of person. I talk about football and lifting almost every single live stream, you know. Like, I always try to incorporate some personality so I don't look like a robot that just answers PC building questions. What GPU should I pair with my GPU? I try to be a real person. Do you have them ZZ t-shirts that you used to wear? I don't know what you're talking about. Did you mean to just say ZTT? I don't think we ever had ZZ t-shirts. I mean, I still wear ZT t-shirts all the time. I wear mostly ZT t-shirts or Java. I wear shirts of companies that I own or partially own. Yes. My wife calls me her nerdy jock. I think that's a sweet combination. I think that's the way to go. I was always like, in my friend group, I was only the hybrid. You know, there's nerds and jocks. I always was a hybrid between two, and there was almost never somebody that was the sweet spot of both. So it was always kind of unique, and that's kind of why I wanted to create my persona, my ZTT brand, my online personality all about. What time is the stream ending? Literally right now. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to this live stream. I really appreciate all of you guys' support, especially YouTube chat. My goodness. Those YouTube super chats just kept... Oh, my God. I missed one. Tim Will Tell with another $5 super chat says, yo. That's the vibe that we're getting over on the YouTube super chats. People are just dishing out money, not even saying anything coherent, just supporting your boy, or just trying to get extra points for the giveaway. But yeah, again, guys, the giveaway for the 13400F and RTX 3070 gaming PC is going live tomorrow. We're going to announce the winner around 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you're at the stream. It's going to be a good time. And then after we announce that giveaway winner, we're going to be building the PC for the next giveaway. So yeah, hopefully you guys all have a good night. Before then, I'm going to go shower and watch some Billions, like we said earlier. So yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoy your night. Have a good Thursday tomorrow, and I will see you in the live stream tomorrow. Let's go. See you guys.